Yes, I'm already 22 minutes in. So today we're going to discuss the power of new beginnings. Yes, the power of new beginnings. And yesterday we discussed the power of direction. I don't know if you didn't catch that video. I'm going to put a link in the description box. So please do check it out. Lend your voice to the conversation. Let's hear your thoughts. So, in that video, we talked about a few conclusions we could come to by the time you find out that you are towing the wrong direction. And one of the conclusions or course of action that you could take is to start afresh. Start from the beginning, go back to the start, clean slate, start everything afresh. And yeah, so that's what made me to start thinking of this topic, the power of new beginnings. And since I've been thinking about this, I've been asking myself a lot of questions. And one of the questions is it really possible to have a new beginning? Is it a thing? Is it possible? How possible is it? How easy is it, or how difficult is it? And another question I've been asking myself is it even worth it? Like, if you've seen that you are towing the wrong path, is it worth it to start again? Because in most cases, you probably have put a lot of effort, energy, financial resources, time into that project or that relationship or that thing, situation, whatever it is. Does it make sense to start afresh? Don't you think it's better to just continue and start trying to make it work? So those are all the questions that were coming to my mind as I'm thinking of this topic. And my wise people, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Let's know, have you ever had a situation whereby you are putting so much energy in something and you saw that it wasn't going the way you wanted, and you started from the beginning? Let's know in the comment section. How did that go for you? So those are some of the questions that I was asking myself, and it won't come as a shock to you that I have more questions than answers. I don't have all the answers, but I do have some thoughts. And one of my thoughts is, I look at it that there are many things in life that if we had a choice, we would probably want to go back and start from the beginning. There are many situations like that. Even if your life is perfect, picture perfect, and you're happy with everything, there might be some aspects of your life that you would think, oh, if only I could just go back and redo this, go back to the beginning, I would like to start afresh. And I just found out that, yeah, we would like to do that, but it's not in all situations that is possible. In fact, in most situations it's not possible. There are some times that you can't just go back, turn back the hands of the clock. For example, you can't just go back to maybe when you were a child now and relive your life all over again. That would be nice. It would be nice to do that, but it's not always possible. So, we just have to be okay with that. We have to come to that conclusion, and we have to have peace with that fact that, yes, it's not always possible to go back to the beginning in life. And that reminds me of some of those films, those movies that we used to watch. I used to watch with my children, and then they do this time travel. They go to the past, go back to the future, then come back to present, and it's always so confusing to me. And I keep asking them, so where is it now? Is it in the past? Is it in the present? Who is this? And I keep asking, and they're like, Mommy, you're disturbing. But I never used to understand it. It was so confusing. Like, they keep going to the past and present. And yeah, life would be really confusing if we could do that. So I'm kind of glad that we can't do that. We can't turn back the hands of the clock and go and relive our lives or whatever. But there are some things that we can change, that we can not turn back the hands of the clock, but we can actually start from the beginning. So there are some things in life that we can actually go back to the beginning and redo or start all over again. There are things like, maybe there's something that you see that you are not making a headway, you can start afresh. It could be in your job. It could be a strategy that you are using. It's not working. You can go to back to a clean slate and start all afresh. It could be a relationship. I'm not encouraging you to divorce or whatever, but it could be just a mindset or something that you are doing in that relationship that you may need to go to the beginning and begin to do it in a different way. Go back to the start. Go back to a clean slate. It could be that you want to change environment and get to a new place and start afresh. It could be a business that you're like, okay, the strategy I've been using is wrong. Let me start afresh. Let me reboot. So there are many things like that we can actually go to the beginning and start afresh. And there is such power in starting afresh. There's power, in going to that fresh start and starting that new beginning. And the power is that sense of freshness, that sense of possibilities that come with it, that sense of you knowing that you are starting this all over again, and it infuses some kind of energy, into you that makes you to want to go and make it and give your all, because you know that this is a clean state and you have the opportunity to correct all your mistakes, whatever mistakes that you have made in the past. So that's the power of that new beginning, the freshness, the possibility, the hope, the renewed hope that yes, this thing I'm starting it all over again, and this time around it's going to work. And I just want to encourage us, if there's anything that you feel that you need to start afresh, don't be afraid to start afresh. Let's not be afraid. And I'm saying this to myself as well. Don't be afraid to start afresh. It could be scary, I agree, but it can also be very exciting, the fact that I'm starting all over again. So I want us to just look at it in that sense. Let's not look at the scary part. Let's look at the exciting part of it, that it is possible to start afresh and that we can do it. So whatever it is that you want to start afresh today, I just want to encourage you. You can do it. Let's do this. Let's go and look at all those things that we feel that we are not doing the right way. Let's not be afraid to start afresh. Let's go for it. And you never know the possibilities that lies ahead when you start afresh. So I'm going to see us after my walk, and I'll leave us to just start thinking about this. And I'll see us later. Back. So this is what we have. "72 minutes. That's what we have today. So today we've talked about the power of new beginnings, and let's all go and think about it. Let's get to action. Let's challenge ourselves. Let's start with that new beginning today. And I'm going to see us tomorrow as usual, by God's grace.